Okay, let's try this again, shall we? Um, welcome
At least
back.
they know it's not a rerun.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome back. For real, had a little bit of a false start. Playing Call of Cthulhu. This is what we have dubbed as Backwater Blight. If I could speak correctly, that'd be great.
Yes.
I am your keeper of arcane lore, Dengle. Joining me tonight is...
Hi, I'm Nenavar. I'm playing Barnabas.
I'm Buttons, and I'm playing Eileen.
I'm Cocia, and I play Etta White, the librarian.
I am Feyla, I play Saoirse.
Yes, and I am Dengle, and I sometimes play Captain Everett Nichols. Yeah, anyway. Last time, speaking of Captain, you really didn't have him.
No, we did.
You played Ghost Hunters.
Yeah, without telling him, so that was great.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Anything would happen to us, no one would have known what was going on. That flower guy, which I don't remember his name.
He still technically hasn't given you a real name.
Cool. We're just going out on a flight of fancy for someone we don't know who he is. Love it.
Yeah.
So at least I have an excuse of why I don't know the name. Cause...
I mean, you're not wrong.
You mean Cocia has an excuse, not Etta.
Yes. Cocia has an excuse. Etta would remember it. I... No.
So, does anybody want to go over specifics? Or we just kind of jump right into it?
We
ghost hunting.
Yeah, we found a haunted house.
That's really it.
Scary ghost guy sent some shadow people at us, and Barnabas might be haunted in some way.
I'm sure it's fine.
Nothing can go wrong. Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. And there were shadow people. And more of the people that like to dress up as ghosts. So yeah,
that kind of goes without saying.
And Etta ran away before the cowards. So, there was that too.
Yes, but Etta's like, I've seen this crap go bad before.
Yeah. I don't know, it's all about this shit.
Alright, so we're going to jump right into it. You have established that you have went back and talked to Flower Guy about the missing book, correct?
Correct.
You have not, however, alerted Captain Nichols.
I think that's the next order of business.
Okay. How would you like to go about doing that? It is the weekend. You have already tried to call his office, and there's nobody to pick up.
But that was in the morning. So, do you guys want to come back to our house, mine and Saoirse's, and we could have tea and try to call the captain again, at least get something in our stomachs to calm down after that fright. And then after which we can, try to search him out. If need be.
We could find that doctor. I believe his name is Lawrence.
The son. Ghost Man's son.
Yes.
I mean, I'm still pulling for afternoon tea, but that's me.
After the tea.
To, I guess. Yeah, tea.
We can do the tea first.
Might not be the worst idea to settle the nerves before we go out again.
Oh, if only there were some whiskey.
There's bourbon and rye at the house.
There is. I might be having some.
There we go. My secret stock, though. Shh.
We've got several bottles of that stuff that we found on the boat, too.
Yep.
Remember I grabbed like 7 bottles of it?
Yep. Shrimp boat.
Yeah, sheet ghost.
All right. So back to the house for strong tea.
Barnabas will just have regular tea.
All right. So you make it back to Etta's house. And is this the first time that everybody's seen Etta's house, or just
Barnabas was there yesterday in the morning.
I believe Eileen's the only one who hasn't seen it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
okay? So now that everybody's here, would you care to give a better description?
Crap. Put me on the spot. Okay. So it is a large, kind of a manor, really, rather than a house. Despite being relatively older, it's still kept in good repair. It's painted like all the other houses around the area. So I don't know what the color of choice was in the 1920s. Probably a white. There's a nice blue door, though, and all the furniture is, I want to say antiques, but they wouldn't be antiques at that time. but you guys get the gist. The nice furniture. Your typical old-timey 1920s manor house. Quite large, too.
Yeah. So basically, Victorian styling.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Yeah. I think everybody has a picture when you just say Victorian old house. Along with the furniture being, so you enter and you are making tea. Actually, as a matter of fact, you get to enjoy said tea and other beverages. And then there is, toward the end of like your nerves getting calmed down, just a light rapping at the door.
Hopefully that's Captain. Maybe we'll be lucky. He's searching us out. I'll go answer the door.
Yeah. So you just open the door. Okay. You open the door, and it is the person in uniform. It isn't the captain, but it is a person in uniform.
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, you're Etta, right?
Yes?
Okay. My captain told me he got a weird message from some guy about like a missing book. He wants to meet you at his house, and you and everybody. I'm about to go to their houses as well. It's just yours was the first on the list. Here's the address, and he hands you a piece of paper.
Wait, please. There's no need to go to everybody's house. Everybody's just inside. Why don't you just debrief us, and then we can all just go over to Captain's house together.
No, he just said just meet him at his house, ma'am. Respectfully, I've got to head back. I'm supposed to be cleaning right now. This is way better than cleaning.
I won't tell anybody that you're not cleaning. You can go around to everybody else's houses and just find that they're not there if you need a break.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. I'm probably gonna head home and spend a little time with the kids. You have a nice night now.
You too, sir. Bye.
And
Etta will head back into the kitchen and be like, Captain's looking for us. I got a note.
What's the note say?
I think it's just his address. Open it up.
Oh.
Yep.
You said it like he He left us a letter.
It could be. I don't know. I didn't read it.
No, it's just a note, or just an address.
Yep, just an address. One of I don't know what rank he was. Maybe a corporal, private. I wasn't paying attention. Anyways, he gave it to me and said Captain is looking for us after getting a phone call about the missing book.
Oh, so someone was there to answer this phone call. I see how it is.
Maybe he finally got that new secretary.
Suppose we should head over.
I guess so.
Okay. So this is the first time that you've actually been to the captain's house. You pull up in front of this house, and it's 1 room wide, 2 rooms tall. So 2 stories, 1 room wide. It's very, very plain. It is not too far from most of the nicer restaurants in the city. But his particular house is very, very plain, actually. It's a powder blue with a black door. And the mailbox out front just says Nichols. You knock on the door, and a couple minutes goes by, and a door swings open, and a middle-aged woman, probably a little bit older, and the captain opens up the door. She's like, "Oh, you're here for Everett, right?"
Yes, we are.
Okay, and she kind of turns around. She's like, "Everett, you're I don't know what they are to you, but they're here."
Associates.
Yeah, I didn't know if they were employees or associates or what they were, or you are. So, I'll just be in the kitchen. If you need something, just let me know. And she runs off to the back, and Everett comes out front. He's in the plainest clothes that you've ever seen him in. You see, oh, cool. Thank you for everybody actually coming quickly. Surprised you all came together. Sit, please.
Sure. Thanks.
Go sit.
Barnabas will take a seat.
And he sits in what looks like his chair. Like, it just kind of fits him. It's a very plain, straight back chair with low arms, kind of like what I'm sitting in. And he kind of, it's like, so you all went exploring without me, eh? See?
We called. We were even going to invite you over for breakfast, but you didn't answer.
Yeah, I don't work the weekends, and neither does my secretary.
We figured you'd appreciate the initiative.
Yeah. If you need to get a hold of me on the weekends from here on out, it would probably be quicker to just go to base and talk to the guard shack and just be like, I need to get a hold of Captain Nichols. Please, get him here, and they'll send somebody and come get me. But please only do that in absolute emergencies. It seems like you all handled yourselves relatively well. I mean, a little bit dusty, but
It was not a fun trip.
Okay. Well, what happened?
Explain.
Oh,
We started seeing stuff.
Oh. Okay. Welcome to the Supernatural Investigations Division.
We've already got that welcome, thanks.
Yeah. Normally, we go in and do these investigations, and there's not actually a thing. I don't like the fact that there's actually things now.
There's quite a few things.
So
Oh, also, we'll explain that at least Etta and Saoirse were followed the night prior.
Okay. I personally haven't noticed anything as far as somebody following me. That being said, given the person following you wasn't necessarily like super aware of what they were doing, apparently. At least that's what it sounds like. I would want to say whatever they have been doing, they're testing other avenues of controlling people out.
I have the gentleman's name and address if you wanted to check on him.
I can.
Just to make sure there was nothing happened to him.
Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, and he kind of calls out, "Honey, come here." She comes walking out, and she's like, "Hey, can you go run and just check on somebody for me real quick?" She kind of smiles and she's like, "Okay, who?" And kind of motions towards Saoirse.
All the things I didn't write down and forgot, apparently. Saoirse will give the name and the address. John. His name was John.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And she's like, "Okay, friend of yours?" And he's like, "Yeah, something like that. Take the brown bag, just in case." And she's, "Oh, okay." And she goes over to the door and she picks up a small brown bag. It's got a bit of weight to it. And she heads off. Yeah, she's one of the only people that I've ever met that can, give me a run for my money with firearms. So, yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, there's a reason why I kept that one around. So what's our next step?
Well, we can find that Dr. Lawrence. I think he was the one that said he worked for the government.
Okay. Eileen, this is more your expertise knowing medical professionals. You have any leads whatsoever?
Let's see. Over the table, we rolled earlier, and I found out that he wasn't part of the hospital system. Would it be possible that I've heard anything else since?
You found out that he wasn't part of the main. He's got a private practice though. Mm-hmm. But he does mostly house calls.
Okay.
If you would like to roll, I'll allow a medicine with a penalty die on this particular one. But you have to have a hard success to be able to know where his private practice is. If you want to.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Or a history. And the history is for everybody else.
Honestly, the hard success on the medicine would be easier even with the penalty die.
Do we all have penalties or no?
No, just buttons with that particular skill.
Aye.
Nope. Just missed it.
I did not make a hard success.
I don't
made
even
a
know.
success, but not a hard success.
Okay.
I got a success right on the nose, 55.
Okay. So, well, Eileen doesn't necessarily know. Etta's been searching through newspapers and advertisements and all this other fun stuff. And remember seeing an address for this Dr. Lauren. And it's actually not too far away.
Sounds like we have our lead then.
Okay. And he kind of sits there. He kind of rolls his fingers together and is like, "Do we want to go today? It's getting a little bit late, and if we go today, we can kind of poke around. Less likely for us to be seen. However, if we get caught, it's going to be not so good for me. If we go tomorrow, we can pass it off as we were searching for something else. Normally, you don't go poking around residence or doctor's office at night.
I mean, I won't say I've not done it before, but not something you typically do.
Yeah.
Right. Which we can absolutely go tonight. And I'll just act as a lookout.
I think in the morning would be better.
Yeah. Agreed.
Okay. So reconvene here at 9 tomorrow. Give everybody enough time to sleep a little bit and get decent breakfast, get childcare, feed their fish.
Sure, you want us to meet here then?
Yeah, just meet back here around about 9. If you're not here by 9:15, we're going to be leaving. So,
Yeah, sounds good.
Aye, aye.
So split up for the night.
Sure.
I mean, unless you guys want to sleep at Etta's house, there's lots of empty rooms.
I need to get back. I appreciate the offer.
Yeah, I understand. Kids.
So yeah, Etta and Saoirse get back. House is just as dark as you left it. Barnabas gets back and his fish is there. The old lady is actually coming over as he gets there to feed him. Oh, I got it. And she kind of walks back. Eileen gets back and her kids are covered in mud because it had been raining most of the day. And her floors are gross. Yeah, the kids are probably going to get a talking to, but it's fine. The following day, you wake up and everybody gets a decent breakfast, if not a good breakfast. You all, just for fun, give me a navigation.
Why do you hate us, Dengle? Why?
It's Sunday in the South.
No.
In the morning.
Oh gosh. Yeah, thank you. I needed that picture painted.
Fail.
Are we gonna get accused for being unholy people?
No.
Probably. At least one of them.
Okay.
002 is a 2, right?
Yes.
Like double zeros and a 2. Okay. And that is the best I can do. And oh my gosh, that is a extreme success.
Glad someone did.
That's funny. So Saoirse and Etta get there before time. How bad did Barnabas and Eileen fail by?
I got a 25. I needed a 10.
That's not too bad. You're a little bit late, but not too bad. How late was Eileen?
Kind of late. I got a 38. I needed a 10.
That's not too bad. You get there at 9:12. Barnabas got there at like 9:08. Etta and Saoirse got there at like 8:55. When everybody's there, it's like, all right, cool. We've got everybody here. If there's any last minute things that you need, let me know. Update on your friend. Seems to be back to normal. No major issues to note.
That's good. I was hoping we wouldn't find him dead or something.
No. Was kind of weird though. Wife showed up and was poking around a little bit because she was curious to like what's going on. Was reading some weird book in a different language. She didn't know what it was. Wasn't anything bad, we don't think, but you know.
Do they still have the paper of the book that the guy from the flower shop gave us? What the title of it and the runes were?
I would assume that you do.
Well, I mean, he didn't take it back, did he?
No.
Saoirse will pull that out of their bag. It wasn't this, was it?
And his apparent wife. No. It said something about Corin. I ain't never seen one before.
Well, as long as it wasn't this one, I don't think we have an issue.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm used to, church every Sunday and Wednesday, sometimes Thursdays and Mondays.
Every day that ends in Y.
Yeah. Fun times. Not necessarily my thing, but, keep up appearances when you're at home. Anyway, yeah. Y'all have fun. Stay safe. I packed extra, like, hand pies with them. Don't know how long you're going to be out for, so.
That's appreciated. Thank you.
Yeah, he just kind of laughed a little bit, and he's like, yeah, they're pretty good, too. Yeah.
Well, thanks for cooking for us. We greatly appreciate it.
Not a problem. And she scampers off.
We scamper off too.
You walk through, and it's still damp from yesterday. Streets are rather busy, people getting here and there, and everybody's in their Sunday best. You pull up to the doctor's office, and it is dark inside. And it just says Laurent in the front window.
So it's dark. Are the doors locked?
Yes.
No notes or anything else on the door?
Nope. Give me a spot hidden, but I'm gonna mess with your numbers here a little bit. Give you a little bit extra.
Pokers? Everybody, or just just Saoirse?
Yeah, everybody.
I got an extreme success.
Okay, well, Barnabas finds it.
I hit
Barnabas
the half
finds
too.
his, I'm sorry?
I hit that too.
You're muted.
Me? I got a 43. I was
I hate it.
keeping that in my head while I was looking.
I rolled a 19.
Sorry.
My half is 25. 8.
Okay, so you two find the practice hours relatively easily. They're not on the door like you would expect. They're in the lower right hand corner of the front window. It's kind of weird. Odd placement, and it's odd hours. It says 6 a.m. to noon, Monday through Friday, and then Thursdays and Fridays, 6 to midnight. And then he says on call Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
I'm sorry, can you give me the times one more time?
6 a.m. to noon, Monday through Friday. Then Thursday and Friday at 6 p.m. to midnight. Then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it just says on call after noon.
And it's 9:30, 10 o'clock-ish?
Yes, on a Sunday.
Okay. He's not open.
Nope.
Can we see in the windows? Is there windows?
Yeah. You can see in the windows. It looks kind of like a plain doctor's office. There's the reception desk, which is the actual physical desk. And 4 church-style pews. 2 sets facing each other. In between them is a long, thin coffee table looking thing with a couple books.
Well, we can go around back and see if there's anything else, but we'll look at getting lunch here unless we want to go inside.
Captain's like, yeah, we should.
Probably not.
One of you 4 come with me.
I'll go.
Okay, cool. I didn't want to specifically call you, but I was hoping. And he kind of goes around the back of the building with you, and there's a back door. And he tries it, and he's like, yeah, no, it's locked. You mind making it not locked?
I can't promise that I won't mess it up, but I can try.
Yeah, just I'll keep an eye out for you. Hurry up.
I rolled what I needed to.
Okay. So yeah, you pop the lock open, door swings open. Yeah, just stay here. I'm not going to be more than a couple minutes.
All right.
And he heads inside. He's inside for about 5 minutes. You don't hear anything from it.
Keep an eye out.
10 minutes goes by. Nothing. What would Saoirse like to do?
There's no one in eyesight, right? Outside?
Nope. Not at all.
Peek inside? Can I see what's going on?
Yep. You peek inside and it's a long hallway. You can see the front door from here. You see 5 doors down the hallway.
Okay.
Reasonably expecting 4 of those being like treatment rooms and 1 being an office.
I need the doors open.
3 of them are. The one closest to you, the middle one, and the far one.
Give it another couple of minutes. But this time, like, half paying attention outside, half inside.
Okay. Give me. You want something now? Since you're actively paying attention, I'm not going to make that actually. You hear, like, after about 30 seconds, some jostling from the door closest to you.
Like someone's rummaging through stuff, or like someone's getting in a fight.
Like wood's being moved across wood. If that makes any sense.
Hey, keep listening for a minute.
About 15 seconds later, Cap comes popping up, and you can see he's kind of covered in dust, and like got some cobwebs in his hair. And he's like, "Yeah, I found a tunnel.
Oh,
I
did
got
you get the others?
I mean, we can.
In the tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and run and grab them. I think I'd look kind of weird right now.
You got something in your hair, and then Saoirse will go get the others.
They've been gone for a really long time. Like what, 15 minutes now? Should we go check on them or just stay here? So we've been standing here for a long time. I feel like we look really suspicious.
Hey,
Oh, hi.
you should come around back.
Okay.
Did we find something? What?
We found a
I'm a
secret
little-
tunnel. Or at least the captain did.
Like what kind of tunnel? Like mole tunnels?
I don't know. It was large enough for him to fit in.
Yeah, I don't know why I said mole tunnels then.
Head around the back.
That's not weird.
You come strolling around back, and by this point, Captain's like dusting himself off of all the dirt and such. He is currently picking cobwebs out of his hair, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I assume that you've been briefed."
The tunnel? What kind of tunnel? The Freedom Tunnel?
That's a good
Transporting
question.
alcohol tunnel?
That's a great
Probably not a mole tunnel like I said before.
How far in did you get,
kinda.
Captain?
Well, I got to. It was a solid, like, iron grate. I could have moved it, but it'll take a minute to get all the way down there. Is the thing.
Alright, so do we want to close the door and leave it unlocked? I'll head in.
That might be the best option, or close the door and lock it from the inside.
True. Probably the better option there.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we just jump out the front window. At least that's
Wait, what?
Fine.
We're
Hopefully no shadows are going to be blocking the windows this time.
yeah. Have a feeling we'll be fine.
You say that now.
Okay.
You have your flashlight, Eileen.
Right here. And she'll pull it out.
Your beds are all ready.
So, and he kind of leads you inside, and he's like, first things first, I did a primary search of the office. I'm not the greatest at finding paperwork, so investigators go, and kind of looks at Saoirse and Barnabas.
Investigate away!
Yep. You can either use a spot hidden or an accounting, because I assume that's what Barnabas is going to be looking at.
I passed the spot.
Just got it. For accounting.
never mind.
Okay. Eileen, if you want to give me a medicine as well, you can. Unfortunately, Etta, you don't really have a whole lot in here that would be overly interesting.
No, but I'm good at spotting the hidden.
If you want to, you can.
I will.
I got a
'cause
I got a
like
hard-
everything else is really big.
I got a hard success.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with Barnabas. Barnabas, you notice that a lot of his financials don't match up. Like the majority of them. Large deposits for $7,000-$8,000 regularly, and you see patient seen here, patient seen there, patient seen there, but like it's not enough to add up to that amount. Eileen, you got a hard success, correct? This is one of the doctors that still in old practice keeps preserved beings. You find what can only be described as a malformed fetus that, were you the one that was in the nursery?
Yes.
It looks a bit like that child, just that one was quote unquote normally proportioned. This one's not at all. And then as far as the spot hidden, Saoirse and Etta, you kind of both scour the office. And in his desk, you find underneath the middle drawer a brown suitcase, or briefcase rather, not suitcase. Etta, it looks remarkably familiar.
Ugh. Oh, no. That looks just like the Baron's.
Lovely. I don't particularly want to touch it.
Maybe you don't want to see flashbacks of when the Baron was messing with the doctor.
I don't want to be cursed or anything.
Captain kind of walks over and he's like, "It's fine." He takes out a knife and he's like, "I'll just open it like this," and he like jams it inside, and he will spend luck to open it. And he like breaks the lock open, like it's an audible clang, and it pops open, and it was Saoirse that got the like diary, right, or the journal.
Yes.
The writing is almost 100% from one to the other. Slight variations, but very, very slight. Stands to reason, probably made by the same person.
Huh. Can we read any of it?
And the captain starts kind of like rifling through him, like, yeah, this guy's... Yeah.
What does that mean?
It's definitely terrible at accounting.
Something tells me that he's not terrible at accounting, he's just terrible at like making stuff up.
Yeah, that too.
As Captain kind of flipping through things, it's like, hey, you two, you've got the weird like ritual books, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Hey, come here, take a look at these.
All right.
And he pulls out a couple sheets of paper, probably 6 or 7. And he's like, any of this make sense to you? And you are reading through them, and it's almost a 1-for-1. That's the rituals that you have found.
These look quite familiar.
Yeah, this is the memorized ritual. This is the illusion ritual. That's the nasty zombie ritual.
And then he's like, okay, well, what about this one? And he pulls another one out and lays it out. It itself is about 10 pages long.
This one's quite intense.
Oh,
Yep.
that one.
Really, the only thing that fits here is a Cthulhu mythos. Would anybody like to roll that and try to get a 1?
Sure.
For giggles, why not?
No.
Holy shit! I got double zeros and a 1.
Oh man!
Okay.
If anyone
I'm
was to
taking
get it tracks.
Yeah, if anybody's going to get it. So, Etta.
Sorry, I was taking photographic proof.
No, it's all good. It's all good. So, Etta, you are kind of looking through this, and if anybody's going to get it, it makes sense that it would be Etta. You're like, hey, this kind of looks familiar. This is kind of like a seance. It's just instead of like talking to them, it's bringing them.
Oh, okay.
But apparently it takes a mass sacrifice.
Ooh,
Actual life.
sacrificial ritual, guys. This is some big stuff.
That sounds awful.
I'm sorry, did you say sacrificial?
Yes, you have to make a sacrifice to make this ritual work.
Is it the kind of sacrifice that I think we're all thinking?
Human lives?
Don't sound so happy about that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking that'd be a great use for the, guys in ghosty sheets.
Political opinions aside, I almost wonder if the doctor is using his terminally ill patients to practice this.
That's wrong. I hope not, but you could be right.
We should see if we can check on some of his patients.
Does he even keep records of his patients? Like,
He does.
we've seen his
Doctors.
accounting.
No, he actually keeps meticulous records of his patients. However, I know there's a thing. Give me a library use.
All of us?
Yep, or a psychology.
I rolled a 7, and that is my cutoff for the lowest.
Okay.
I rolled a nope.
I also rolled a nope.
I rolled a I don't know yet because I don't know what I'm doing in life. Oh, I rolled good for once, considering I have a bad library use. By the fact I'm a librarian, that's an extreme success.
Okay, so we got 2 extreme successes. Correct. Okay. So Eileen, it just kind of looks like normal patient records. Barnabas, you're like, I don't understand medical. I do numbers. I'm sorry. Etta and Saoirse having no bias in this. You notice that there's a very peculiar coloring system as you're poking through them. See a lot of wellness check, and they're all green. You see some sick here and there, and they're yellow or an orange or a purple or something. And then you see a lot of end stage here, end stage there, terminal this, terminal that, and they're all black. However, you notice people of color, if they have the black labels, they also have a red stripe in them. And there is roughly 15. And Etta, that particular ritual calls for 17.
That number is getting really close to what he needs for the ritual. I think you're thought was right there, Saoirse.
You mean Eileen?
Eileen, yes, sorry. I got confused because while I was reading. Yes.
Does anyone recognize these names?
Eileen. I'm sure there's something that we could do here. Give me a roll, and then we'll figure it out afterward. It's not going to be medical. I feel like it should be library use, but I don't know.
Well, if it's library use, I didn't get a hit. I rolled a 47.
Okay. Let me go ahead and do mine as well. Oh yeah, I got worse than that. Barnabas, can you give me a library use? Figure people with end stage and terminal stuff probably go to an accountant.
I got an extreme success.
Okay, so Barnabas knows a couple of these people. As far as addresses and such, not so much. But knows of them.
It'd probably be in the record, his office's records.
Yep, they absolutely would.
Yeah, some of these guys have been in my office before. I might be able to find some records there on them if we need to take a look around.
Wouldn't hurt.
We also find out if there are any more in there. But we also need to be
Yeah.
Can Saoirse jot down a list of the names?
Yeah.
And
no,
briefly what their color markings were?
I'm just going to offer up as a fancy notebook.
Or whichever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, you can absolutely do that. He's got a list of about 53 patients, give or take. And 15 of them have the black and the red. There's 20 of them total that have just the black.
So definitely get the 15. Probably we'll take the other 20 as well.
Oh,
in the
other
yellow.
5.
Oh, sorry, the other 5. In the yellows, though, were there any indication of ethnicity?
There were, but there's no other markings.
Take down the ones that are the same group.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much anybody not white is what has been identified as special.
In the yellows, though, that's what their show also marked.
Okay. So you write down, and there's out of his 53 patients, there's 24 of them. I'm not going to get you an actual list of that because,
just so we know we have it if something comes up.
Yeah. So where to from here? You want to go down the tunnel, or do you want to go to Barnabas' office?
Tunnel. We're here. We don't know when we're going to get here again.
Okay. So Captain kind of pries up the little hidden hatch, slides it off to the side. Who first?
Click, click. Let's go.
And we'll be right behind Eileen.
Okay. So Eileen, Etta, I assume Barnabas.
Saoirse and then Barnabas.
Okay, and then Captain bringing up the rear. So you're crawling through this tunnel, and I mean crawl on your belly, and you're going for a good 5-10 minutes ish. depending on how fast Eileen goes. And Eileen, you come up to this grate. What would you like to do with it?
Take a look on it. Is there a padlock, or can I see hinges? Just kind of get a feel for it, see if there's a way to open it.
It looks like it slides up. It looks like there might be a counterweight on the other side that you could pull and keep it up, but for now, you're gonna have to pick it up.
Okay. Is there anything weird looking about it? Like, are there traps, basically?
Would you like to roll a spot hidden to see if you can find traps?
Yes, and I would also alert the rest of the group that that's what I'm doing, because my history with spot hidden is not the best. So yeah, let's do this. Let's see what we get.
Trust your judgments, Eileen.
All right, Eileen. I'll look over your shoulder, and whenever you're ready to lift that up, I'll hold the flashlight for you.
I didn't get it.
I think I did.
How far off are you?
I needed a 25. I rolled a 40.
Would you like to spend 15 luck? You can totally do that to get a success.
How fast does luck regenerate again?
We're saying that you just get it all at the end of the session.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and spend 15 luck.
Okay. So you look it over and you see if you manually pick it up, there are sharp things that come up. So you're going to have to just kind of climb over them. Otherwise you might get caught in whatever it is. But once you pick it up and kind of lock it into place, should be easy enough to get over. Should be.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's climb around and lift this thing up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength.
That is starting to regret always wearing a dress.
She's also regretting wearing a little bit of feminine clothing today.
That is a success.
Okay. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but you do manage to place it up. Get it locked into place. It shouldn't come down unless if somebody comes through and jostles it. Proceeding on.
Very carefully now that I know that someone has set traps around here.
Okay. I know this is going to sound weird. Give me a climb check with... Everybody give me a climb check with a bonus dice.
Roll the same thing twice.
Oh, fun.
Very large.
Eh.
Fail.
I
Okay.
succeeded.
I'm sorry, climb, right?
Yes. I assume that you put anything into it?
No, but I did succeed.
I put 5 points in, but failed.
Okay. How did Eileen do?
Eileen just barely succeeded, she met the number.
Okay. So... Saoirse is the only one that failed. Oddly.
I rolled a 68.
You take 1 point of damage.
It's the girly clothes. Couldn't move how you wanted to.
Yeah. Your cuff on your shirt kind of gets caught, and it kind of jabs you in the wrist, and you're like, "Ow, you son of a..." Yeah. But beyond that, everybody makes it over. I fully expected more than one person to not make that. Proceeding on, yes?
Onward.
Okay. Once you get through, you can actually stand up. You find yourself in a old stone block room. There's a draft coming through. However, the air in here is still very stale. There is not as much dust as you would expect to be in here. However, the room is largely devoid of anything else, besides a single door on the other side.
I go check the door.
You go check the door, and it's a large, thick steel door. There's no lock on it. You just have to force it open, basically.
Are there any scuff marks on the ground near it that look like you might have done something to it?
No, nothing special, at least. Yeah, you're back on mute.
Or does it look like there might be anything hidden in the room first?
Nope. Doesn't look like there's anything really hidden in the room.
This is really unusual. It feels wrong somehow.
This is quite strange. But I don't know the history of the city. I don't know if things like this are normal.
You want to push the door open?
And everybody has their secret. Eileen, can you help us? This door looks really heavy.
Sure.
I think we should proceed.
Is it trapped?
Does the captain respond?
Nope, there's no traps, no nothing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did you hear what I asked?
As far as should you proceed?
No, I said, Captain, do you think we should proceed? And then asked if the captain responded.
I was getting there. He's like, yeah, if you all want to. I mean, I'm going to one way or another. So that's just me.
Alright, well, let's stick together.
On the door, I guess.
Okay. Who's opening the door, just out of curiosity?
I mean, I guess I've been volunteered, so Eileen will open the door.
Saoirse will help.
You're the only strong one.
So
It's average.
you brace for like a heavy door, and you like kind of bump against it, and you almost fall over how easy it opens up.
Oof.
However,
Okay then.
when you open the door, you hear a Sunday sermon. You're currently standing behind like the altar, like behind some curtains, and you can hear church talk.
Is it normal church talk?
Yes, it is 100% normal church talk.
We should leave.
How far did we go?
No.
Actually,
We're still
What did you
underground, though.
It's weird that room was connected to a church. I'm just saying.
We didn't go through any inclines, did we?
No, a slight decline.
This is
Very-
like super underground.
We're down a hill. I don't know. But it's weird. Nothing's adding up.
So, this is Captain speaking. So, we might be at the old fort down by the levee. I mean, that's the only low place, but I didn't think we went that far.
I go see if I can peek around the curtain a little.
Either you or me. I mean,
Might be a little bit more lights on my feet than you.
I mean, I'm stuck behind some German lines, but yeah. Go ahead, by all means.
But I don't care, whichever.
Go ahead, roll it.
Oh no.
How bad did you fail by?
I rolled an 89.
And you needed like a 50?
55.
Okay.
I've got 50 points of luck if it reset.
Don't spend it.
Okay.
So you come trying to peek out the corner, and like you at the last second catch your foot on one of the blocks back there, and you like trip and fall out of the floor, and everybody just kind of like stares at you.
Hi.
And, like the pastor just kind of like stops and looks. And, you okay?
I think so.
Okay. Just be careful next time.
I'm sorry.
Also, if you would just kind of keep going back and come around rather than like, yeah,
My bad. I'm sorry.
no problem. Bad place for bathroom, but that's the only place that was available.
Indeed. Go continue on and go to where it was directed.
And he just kind of goes back to doing what he's doing.
Saoirse will go find a place to sit, I guess.
And Captain just kind of like stand there and like, okay, what do we do now?
Close the door and wait for the sermon to be over, because you're on the way out.
I mean, trying to figure out. So, Saoirse, give me a psychology roll, please. And I'm gonna try a sleight of hand. Okay, I passed.
I failed.
How much did you fail by?
I rolled a 78 and I needed a 40.
No, so quite a bit.
Yeah.
Captain's, you can see Captain because you're like specifically looking, and he's like waving his arms and doing all sorts of crazy hand gestures, and you're just like, I have no idea. And she's like, okay, either she got it or she didn't. Let's go back to the office and kind of, yeah.
Hey.
We'll head down this way, I think, for later. So yeah, everybody heading back, except for Saoirse.
Yes, so.
I guess. I was trying to figure out if I have anything to, like, after seeing what Captain did, to, like, if I could do the illusion spell on, like, a piece of paper, but that might make things worse. So.
Yeah, well, everyone is looking that way right now.
No, just you. Everybody else is pretty well like locked on to
Unless one of us wants
General.
to join Saoirse in the pews.
I mean, you can. You can head out.
Barnabas is not going to do it.
Okay.
Here's a
What about
question.
Etta and Eileen?
Eileen's just gonna follow the captain back to the office.
Okay.
Yep. Sorry, Saoirse. Hopefully I see you at home.
So yes, question.
Well, if you want to finish up their stuff first, that's fine.
No, it's fine. Theirs will take 30 seconds.
Well, if it's part of the where their shit is, was fine. Finish.
Okay. So yeah, you all make it back through. Captain kind of smacks the gate and it goes clang as it drops. You make it back out. You cannot lock the back door though. And you, I assume, go back to the cabin's house? I mean, I don't know where you guys want to go. Captain's like, I'm going to go home and just wait for them. Hopefully they'll understand what I was trying to make the point across for.
I can head out to my office. I should be able to get in, just take a look at the letters or names Saoirse had written down. Because I assume she gave me back the book?
Yes, they did.
Like, yes.
Okay.
I kind of want to go back home just in case they go back to our house, and then, you know, if Saoirse does show up, maybe we can just come back to your house, Captain, if that's all right.
Yeah, everybody take lunch till about 2:30. Hopefully, by that point, Saoirse will be out and free.
I mean, depends on the church. You know how some of those
I don't know, around
ladies
here.
love that.
Yeah, but only with their friends.
This is true. But every now and again, you get those ones that are just like, "Oh, come in, let us welcome you into our lives."
Yeah, the bless your heart ones. I hate those ones.
Bless your heart.
Yeah, them's fighting words.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So yeah, reconvene at 2:30. We'll go searching if they don't show up by then. So back to Saoirse. You were trapped at church.
Back to me. What is the... Is it a mixed group of people?
It is predominantly white.
Okay.
There are a couple, and I mean maybe 2 or 3 families of colored individuals in back.
Okay. So we didn't stumble upon some strange gathering
No.
in that way.
No.
Okay. Like being back home.
Yeah.
Saoirse
Except
will
it's
go
not Catholic.
Oh, well, Saoirse will go through the motions as best they can.
Give me, and I'm actually going to make you roll for this one. Not really fast talk, but give me a fast talk. You've got that, right?
As much as I got anything.
Or a charm, one of the two.
Super fail. I rolled an 82.
Okay, yeah, you stick out like a sore thumb.
Mhm.
They get done with a prayer and you go to get down.
Yep.
You're back home. And people kind of stare at you and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna sit back. They start singing songs and you're like, I've had na 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 na. Yeah, I don't know these songs. But in due time, it gets over. At about noon, right about when it starts to get hot. And everybody's kind of let out. There's a couple of people that try to stop you and like talk to you. Do you stop?
Actually, yes. There's would.
Okay. The first one looks like he's one of the leaders of the church. So, I don't think I ever seen you around here. You new in town?
I'm not quite new, but I'm exploring the options of churches that are available to me.
Well, thanks for coming to the First Presbyterian in New Orleans. Nice to have you. I mean, obviously, every Sunday, every Wednesday, we've got Bible studies, and Mondays and Fridays. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we don't have anything. At least for you, it's just men's groups.
Understandable.
But we would be happy to see you back.
I will definitely think about it. Thank you so much.
Next person that goes to stop you is a very elderly lady. And she's one of those I want to love everybody type.
Okay.
Does Saoirse engage?
Potentially? Because if this woman knows everyone, Saoirse would try to talk their way towards seeing if the woman knows Dr. Law.
Okay. Give me a charm.
Okay. This is gonna go great.
If fast talk is better, give me that.
Ooh. Ooh, nope.
How bad did you fail by?
I rolled a 99.
Ooh. So you start talking to her, and that's a fumble. So you start talking to her, and she starts talking to you, and it goes well at first, and then you're like just kind of blurred out. Do you know Dr. Laurent? And she's like, "Excuse me." Why?
I hurt my arm a while ago, and I heard he makes house calls.
She kind of backs up a few feet. And, y'all sick?
My arm broke.
Well, it looks fine now.
No, it's still sore though.
She's like, yeah, and she kind of like backs away and walks away.
Or just leaves.
Okay. Yeah. So you're free after that.
Yep.
People are kind of weirded out by you.
Seriously, just leaves.
Where do they go?
Let's see. They haven't discussed obviously where to meet up after. They were at the captain's house, and they would go to the captain's house.
Okay. You get there a little after 1 o'clock. Captain's there. Is anybody else still hanging around?
I assume Barnabas went to the accounting office, see if he could try to get in.
Okay. How about Eileen? Because Etta already said going back to her house.
She probably would have just gotten lunch somewhere and then moseyed back to the captain's house.
Okay, so probably back by now. So yeah, Saoirse comes to the captain's wife, and Eileen. As far as Barnabas is concerned, you go to the office, and I assume that you've got a key to get in. Go ahead and give me a library use, please, to get quick records.
Nope.
How much did you fail by?
I failed by 41.
Never mind. Yeah, trying to search through bookkeeping apparently hasn't been doing their job very well, so everything's out of order and filed improperly. You'll have a talk with them Monday. Unless, of course, you want to spend the 41 luck.
No, I'm good.
Once your initial search is over, which probably takes better part of 2 hours to try to make heads and tails of the thing, where are you going to go?
Head back to the captain's.
Okay. When does Etta leave her house?
How long did it take us to walk to the captain's?
About 20 minutes.
Okay, then she'll leave around 2 o'clock. Get there around 2:30.
Okay. So yeah, everybody shows up around 2:30. Eileen and Saoirse and Barnabas eventually are there. They can start the conversation. However, conversation doesn't really start picking up until Etta shows up. So, what'd you find?
Found out I'm going to have a serious talk with bookkeeping.
Fun. Gotta love the pencil pushers, don't you?
Yeah, sure.
Saoirse, what church was it again?
What did they say? A Presbyterian church.
Okay, yeah. So it's the one down by the old fort. Got it. By the levee. So I was right. I just didn't know which one it was. There's 3 of them down there.
If Saoirse can, they would give them a general location from where they came. See if you can pinpoint that better.
And now the captain knows where it is.
Okay.
And Eileen would know where that is. Etta would know where that is. And Barnabas would probably have a good idea. Saoirse's the only one that wouldn't just offhand know where it is.
You
Yay, new
talk
person.
about them like, they're an out-of-towner.
Saoirse hasn't been there super long.
Yeah.
Handful of months, maybe?
Yeah. So it's like, okay, so we've got a lead. We've got a couple leads. I mean, why the hell would you have a tunnel going from a doctor's office to a church?
Right? That's just strange.
Or does the tunnel go the other way? Or was it built the other way, leading from the church to the office? Or something before the office? I don't know the immediate history of the area.
I mean, to be fair, that the counterweight was on the church side, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So it would make more sense to be going from the church to the office.
It would. Which doesn't bode well for patients there. Potentially.
Yeah. Also, could be a red herring.
Could be.
It's doubtful, given, all of the other circumstances.
Well, how badly do we want to talk to Dr. Lawrence?
I mean, that's up to you guys. Etta seemed to be really...
Look, we need.
And Etta was really scared of that briefcase thing.
Same one as the Barons. I mean, I know you guys don't remember him, but I do, and that guy was freaky as all jeebers.
I don't like that he was able to make us forget, like, almost an entire day.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's kind of what happened to your friend that followed you, right?
I mean, he did say that he the last thing he remembered was paying his taxes, but he was completely zoned out. It didn't sound like we were like that.
Yeah, not so much, but I mean, it follows the same kind of line of like
A little bit.
happening.
I believe I left the... would Saoirse have taken the flower back? We didn't really get deep into that conversation or what was happening at that point.
You pulled it from his pocket, though, at the very least.
No, with the flower guy. I feel like Saoirse would have taken it back at least.
Yeah, probably. He probably would have given it back.
Yeah. So the flower, he said, was a wild growing one. I don't know if anyone know where they're growing around here.
I mean, if anybody would, he would.
He didn't have any idea. I would start looking for him. The guy didn't remember anyone that was with him. Unless it's the taxi driver.
I mean, what's the chances of that, though?
Who pays attention to the taxi driver?
Smart people. But let's be honest here, not a whole lot of people are smart.
You don't pay attention to the help.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
So
why they're all. That's why they're always the best ones to kind of get to do things like this.
I'm not quite sure where to go from here. Except for wait for tomorrow.
Miss Etta, you know your way around the library. Where would you recommend we go if we wanted to, say, research the history of that Presbyterian church?
Well, most churches have a bookkeeper or a lore keeper where they have somebody that would write down all of the history of the church. They may be given to various libraries, but that's fairly rare. My best guess would be they'd be kept in their own, the pastors or fathers or whatever you want to call the man in charge, their office. I know every religion has a different term for it.
So back to the church.
Oh, please
Is that
no.
what you're suggesting?
If we want the history of the church, yes.
I mean, if y'all want the night off, I can go inconspicuously. And he kind of turns and looks at his wife. And she just kind of looks at him and kind of huffs a little bit and says, I don't like going to weird churches. But okay.
Alright then. Should we call you in the morning?
Come back after work. Because I know like, Monday's normal work week. This can wait 24 hours. It's not that. I mean, it's a big deal, but it's not that big of a deal. So yeah. See all of you tomorrow for dinner.
Sure, I'll bring dessert.
Mondays are usually hot roast, right? Yeah.
I'll see if I can get the ingredients scrounged up for a cheesecake then. If not, chocolate cake.
Okay. So you kind of dismisses you and gets cleaned up. What is everybody else doing for the evening?
Cleaning up and apparently going shopping.
Barnabas is gonna head straight home, wind down for the day.
Just on a whim, Eileen is going to try and stop by the public library and see if she can find any history of, like, escape tunnels or anything like that in the area connected to the church or the fort nearby.
Okay. Give me either a history or another library use. Whichever is better for you.
Library use will be better for me.
Okay.
I know it's a long shot, but let's try it anyway. I rolled a 22, but I need a 20, so I'm going to spend 2 luck points to meet that success.
Okay. So during the Civil War, this particular fort did have a multitude of escape tunnels in case of they were invaded. However, the exact locations aren't necessarily known. However, they didn't have anything set up kind of like what you guys found as far as the grate that could be locked open. Typically speaking, these ones would have just been a straight shot. You collapse it behind you, call it good. As far as anything else, there's nothing really super documented though.
Makes sense.
Okay. Etta is working on baking a cake. What is Saoirse doing?
I don't know. If Etta needed anything, Saoirse would probably run out and grab it.
Okay. And then Barnabas, what are you doing?
It's next day, right?
No, that evening.
Cook dinner, feed the fish, just get ready for bed.
Okay. Next morning, I need to know what everybody wants to do. Besides, go to work.
Take the cheesecake out of the oven because it's been resting. Because that's how you make good cheesecake. Make sure it's not cracked. It's not awesome. Put it in the fridge to cool for tonight.
Barnabas is going to inform the boss of the bookkeeping slacking.
Okay. Would Barnabas like to roll and intimidate? Please, I want to see this.
Barnabas is not all intimidating, so... 29, I needed a 15.
Would you like to spend
Spend the luck. Spend the luck.
Yep, that's on the luck.
Okay, yeah. They quickly get their stuff together. You are, however, questioned as to why you were there on the weekends.
I ran into a client a while ago. They wanted yesterday at church. They wanted me to take a look and do something for them.
Okay, give me a fast talk, please.
Also, something that he doesn't have anything in.
Yep, I just need to know how badly you fail.
Rolled a 60.
And you needed a 10?
I needed a 5.
You needed a 5, that's even better. It's okay. Your boss failed worse. So he just kind of, yeah, sure, that's weird. Don't work on weekends.
Okay.
Is Eileen doing anything special that day?
It's Monday, just make sure the usual routine is followed. Make sure the kids actually cleaned up after themselves after running around in the mud all weekend. And then off to work.
Okay. How about Saoirse?
So, Saoirse would probably be doing some digging into those two people who gave us their names that left us those lovely notes.
Okay. That one.
Not too deeply and not like confronting them or anything, but just seeing if and get kind of a whereabouts of them.
You can go about it one of three ways. Either charm, fast talk, or track.
We're gonna try
feel like-
charm.
Okay.
Big fat no.
Okay, like fumble no or not quite?
I rolled a 79. I needed a 35.
Okay. So you go to the census office, I assume, or something like that.
Yep.
And you're like, I need records on there. Like, nope, not without legal papers. And that's about as far as you get.
Okay. We didn't get any other information from them, right? Just their names?
Yep, just their names and that they're fishermen.
Maybe head down to the piers and see if see them.
Okay.
Or dock, whatever.
Okay. The same three options that you have.
Or
If you want to find them, it's going to be a track. If you want to ask for them, it's going to be a charm. Or fast talk.
I track the 10s. We're just gonna try charming people again. Passed. I'm only a couple points off of my half. 4 points off. I'm gonna spend 4 luck. That
Okay.
hits the hard
So-
success.
You spent for a hard success. You talk to the harbor master and say, "Oh yeah, no, I know exactly where they're at. They're currently out. They found a new boat to go on. Yeah, and they give you the name of the boat.
You know when they're back.
Oh, I think they're going to be out till tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure on that though.
You don't suppose you know where they live, do you? Or at least general location?
I mean, I know a like general neighborhood. I don't know
That'll work.
actual. And they
Please?
they're like west side of the city. I mean, and they like give you a street, and they're like around there somewhere. I just
Thank
know
you so much.
they like to go to. Yeah, not a problem. I know they just like to go to this one particular restaurant. That's the only one in the city. So
All right. Thank you. It's very much appreciated.
not a problem. So that would probably take up most of Saoirse's day.
Head back to the house then. Get rid of fish smell.
No, you probably wouldn't have it on you. However, you could change and
Get ready for
It's
the
safe and sorry.
Biggest question. Does Eileen take the kids with her to dinner?
Probably not.
Okay.
Are we ever going to meet them? I don't think we are.
I mean, you can always come around, but...
Not if someone doesn't tell us where you live.
Maybe when all this is done and cleared up and we don't have strange men randomly following us.
Okay. So yeah, you'll show back up for dinner. And Captain kind of sits down and is like, yeah, so we got news. We got fun news. We got bad news. We got good news. However, I want to hear about all of your days first. Anybody find anything interesting? Do anything interesting?
We made the cheesecake and a strawberry compost. Compost. And then I spent the day in the library, because that's what I do. I'm a librarian. I'm very boring.
Told my boss he needed to get bookkeeping in order.
How did that go over?
My lie about why I came in on the weekend, but he didn't say anything, so I guess I'm good.
Okay. Eileen, you get any fun patients today?
Well, aside from someone kind of going on about how their wife had replaced their foot with a fake one, not really. I did go to the public library the other day, see if I could find anything in the local history books about the church. I mean, there's record of what you'd expect, Underground Railroad style tunnels near the fort area, not uncommon, but generally not as well preserved or well structured as the ones that we found. And there's no public record of exactly where they were. Which, to be honest, not surprising. From what I could tell, they weren't meant to be permanent tunnels. So.
Okay. And Saoirse, you're always up to something fun.
I just had a look around the city. Got a general location of the people who wrote those lovely notes for us.
Okay. So our news. Bad news, I got kicked out of the church.
I'm sorry?
Oh, it's fine. She didn't. She got to look at the books.
That's good news.
Yep. Has nothing to say anything about any tunnels. The church was built after the Civil War. So shouldn't have needed any.
I wonder if we can go up to the one of the municipal buildings. Maybe they would have records of the courthouse of what was there before the church. That could be a clue.
That's the fun thing. The land that was there originally was part of the slave market. So there shouldn't have been any tunnels whatsoever. However, somebody, quote unquote, had a tummy ache this morning too. So she went and visited our dear friend.
Ah.
Etta, what did your guy look like again? Do you remember?
Out of wood, Cocia, am completely blanking. Wasn't he an older gentleman, kind of nice looking, thin, salt and pepper hair, maybe? Tan suit. Is that right?
Yep, it's pretty close to right.
Oh my gosh, amazing.
Okay, so bad news. It's not the doctor. Good news. Might have an idea of who it is.
That's bad news.
No, it's good news.
Okay.
It's not Dr. Laurent, it's his partner.
All right.
Yep. Dr. Laurent specifically only does the house calls because he takes care of the more serious patients. The partner is Dr. Browning. Apparently, this guy goes very on brand and was always wearing something brown.
Ah.
Yeah. Dr. Laurent still has full color in his hair. Has a goatee. Also wears glasses, which is kind of funny to me, but it is what it is. Dr. Browning, salt and pepper, always brown, and he was going on this morning about, I think somebody broke in because his briefcase was broken this morning on his desk.
Wonder how that happened.
Yep. So I've got somebody at the office looking into it. Looking into him specifically. Good news. My legal person.
Okay.
So they just go and start waving badges around and they're like, they get what they want. Bad news. Overtime tonight. Eat first and foremost. Get something good to eat. We will head out to the good doctor's house tonight. Dr. Browning specifically. In the meantime, trying not to look super suspicious. Going out there just to see what's going on. Shouldn't be any big deal. Shouldn't be.
Right. Well, hopefully I don't mess up as bad as I did last time.
I'm sure it won't be too bad. So everybody eats. Is there anything specific that anybody would like to do before you head out?
No?
Mrs. Everett, this is so lovely. Can I have the recipe for these popovers? They're so light and fluffy. I can never get mine so light and fluffy like this.
Yeah, go to the bakery and buy them. I don't. Yeah, I don't bake them. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I assumed.
No, I barely cook. I'm not gonna lie. I know it's not proper of a woman not to be able to cook, but you know.
We look like we care about being proper.
It depends on the circumstances.
Well, I don't think this group in particular does anything proper all of the time.
Considering Eileen's probably got a smear of blood that's not her own somewhere, I'm sure we're in fine company.
Oh, that's wonderful. So yeah.
Eileen, you missed a little right here.
I'm not surprised. I'll get it.
At least it wasn't something, more unsavory.
The night is not over. Please do not jinx it.
All right. Quick question: would Saoirse at this point, or would Saoirse have? There we go. Talk properly. Had Eileen take a look at her slight cut that she got the day before.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay. Would Eileen like to roll a first aid check?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give
I
me.
can't believe I forgot about this. I was extraordinarily embarrassed at the church. Probably why.
Wait, let's see, I missed it here. Okay, yeah, hard success.
Okay, yeah. You can take your point back that I took from you.
The keeper
That won't
taketh
come
and
in
the keeper
handy.
giveth.
Yeah, that won't come in handy at all. So you all have a fairly nice dinner. We'll eat dessert. That is dessert. Well, a bit dense, was very good. But then again, good cheesecake is dense. You cannot change my mind on that.
I
This
agree.
cake is amazing.
Thank you. I wish cherries were in season. I personally prefer cherries to strawberries on my cheesecake, but they do.
Season it is, not gonna lie, I don't remember.
It's at this point early spring, like super early spring.
So let's face it, the strawberries are probably just barely in season.
Yeah, barely. Like they're still sour rather than sweet.
It probably goes good with cheesecake. It's good.
That's why we have sugar. Yay. Anyway, so you all gather your things. You make your final preparation. Captain sits down at his desk, writes some sort of letter, folds it up, and seals it with wax. Kind of turns around, looks at his wife. It's like, you don't open that unless I don't come back, okay? So yeah,
Okay.
So you need to come back. It's like every other time. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And he's like, okay, so pile in, and we're going dancing, quote unquote. It's by some of the music venues.
I see.
So yeah, you head over. You at first actually are kind of directed into one of the music venues. Does anybody actually want to dance? Somewhat enjoy themselves?
Only enough to not look suspicious.
Yeah. That.
Okay. Would you like to give me a charm or
Oh lord.
a dexterity roll?
Dexterity is better.
Okay.
I'm still trying to find things. Charm.
I failed.
Yeah, I'll do charm because charm's better for me.
Please pass.
somehow managed to make a hard success.
I failed so bad.
I passed an extreme success on the dex check.
Can Saoirse try to teach Etta some dances from where they grew up?
Yes, and that's why Etta failed so bad.
Saoirse did not do well either. I failed by 11.
I think I'm doing this river dance wrong. How does it go again?
I'm not the best at it. I'm not going to lie.
Okay. So yeah, the three that are dancing normally do just fine. Saoirse and Etta, you were going about your merry business. And you kind of get done, head outside, and Captain kind of drags you off a little ways. Yeah, he's supposed to live right over here. Everybody give me a spot hidden, please.
Hey.
Oh, thank God. That's so much better. Alright.
Failed.
Spot hidden is so close to a hard success, but it's still a success.
I got nowhere close.
I failed by 1, so I can spend a look at that.
Okay. So you're going to spend a luck. We got a fail, and a pass?
Yes, I could spend the 4 points to get a hard success.
Don't worry about it. Saoirse and Etta, oddly.
Oddly? Come on, it's always us that get the spot hidden.
Yeah, you two see that 2 people are following you.
We got fans again. Maybe we did that river dance better than I thought.
You made it, Faye.
Point them out to everyone.
Okay. Once you point them out, Captain's like, okay, I'll take care of them. Don't worry about it. And he kind of hangs back a little bit. You all continue on, or are you going to wait for Captain to take care of business?
Trying to move on.
Okay. Go ahead and do this. Okay. You all turn a corner. Captain kind of stops. You can see him confront the 2 prior to you turning the corner. However, there are 4 of you, correct? Yes.
Correct.
There are 4. Okay, I'm going to go top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right for me. I got 3. Saoirse, give me a dodge. You're going to need to roll really well.
Wow. Okay, so dodge is what, half your dex?
Yes.
Got a hard success.
Okay. Even with your hard success, you're walking through and somebody kind of grabs you around the neck and kind of has you in a chokehold. Not hard enough to hurt you, but hard enough to keep you still. Kind of looks to everybody else. What are y'all doing around here? Y'all ain't supposed to be around here. You're muted.
Please don't hurt me.
We're just here to have a good time.
Y'all 2 stuck out like a sore thumb and something else.
Just because they're bad at dancing doesn't mean that we're suspicious.
Do we recognize the guy that has Saoirse?
No, however. Give me a history check. Please, all of you.
That's gonna be a nope.
Big fat nope.
I succeeded.
That's for Etta as well.
Okay. You remember those cross cannons that one dude had?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
This guy's got a set as well on his arm.
Have you been on any shrimping boats lately?
Etta, what?
And it kind of looks at you all weird and kind of tightens a little bit around Saoirse.
please no! Please
Like,
no!
Why?
That too? I'm sorry. It looks familiar to me.
So, what about it?
I don't know anything about it. It just looks familiar to me. And this guy that was on a shrimping boat.
Which one?
I'm sorry, please help me. I forget the name of it.
Which guy?
Oh, did we get his name? I'm sorry. I
Nope.
personally do not remember.
Nope.
I don't- I'm sorry.
We did not get a name for him.
Yeah, I don't know. He was dead. We were just investigating.
Y'all were part of that explosion of the boat, weren't you? Saoirse, would you like to try to slip out of his grasp, or would you like to try to fight back and keep him from hurting you at this point? Because it's either going to be a dodge or a fighting brawl.
Dodge.
Okay. Let me go ahead and fighting brawl. Okay. Go ahead and roll yours. You do need a success.
Nope.
Do not succeed. So you take 1 point of damage. As he squeezes and pops your neck just a little bit.
No, please no.
So,
As Eileen sees Saoirse kind of wince, can I step up to this guy and crack him over the elbow with my wackus bonkus of a flashlight?
I assume that you have a purse, that you have it in the purse, so yes, you can. Do not fumble, though, because that can be very bad.
I will not.
God, please don't.
First kind thing the dice have done all night. That is an extreme success.
Okay. He will try to dodge. He will not succeed. Go ahead and roll damage for this guy.
Let's see. And how much did we decide the flashlight is going to do? Was that a D4, a D6?
D6 for this one.
Gucci. Haha, 6.
So you thwap him, and either this guy is super dense, or that didn't hit him nearly as hard as you thought it would, because it kind of like bounces off him. He kind of looks at it.
I'm just trying to get him to let go. Just going for the arm.
And he's like, "Ow!"
Yeah, I'll keep going. Let her go.
What would Etta and Barnabas like to do?
Take a look around, see if no one else is hiding.
There is not. Even with a check, I'm not going to make you roll one to tell you there's not. How about Etta?
preferably not make things worse again.
Okay.
Can I help try to get Saoirse free by I don't know, pulling her out of his grasp if at all possible?
Them.
Sorry, yes.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a fighting brawl. I'm sure this will go fantastically.
Okay, that's a 31, and I think I have a 25, and I will spend luck points if I have to.
Okay. So you do loosen it just a little bit. It's not enough for Saoirse to slip out, but it is. Saoirse, give me a fighting brawl, please. Because you are currently locked up into this dude, so you can't really do a whole lot. He is going to attempt to throw you, just so you know.
Cool. Roll the 97.
You got a 97?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 90 on the last one.
Okay, that's not good.
Like my fourth 90 of the night.
So who does he hit with Saoirse?
Probably
Eileen.
Etta.
No, Eileen. Eileen, would you like to try to catch Saoirse, or would you like to try to dodge Saoirse?
I would like to try to catch Saoirse, because that was the whole point. It's getting her out.
Okay.
Them.
I am so sorry. Them.
Yep. I don't know what to make you roll for this.
Throw, maybe?
Fighting brawl.
Dex?
It's either fighting, brawl, or climb.
Fighting brawl is better for me.
Okay. Go ahead and do that then.
Okay, that's a success.
Okay, so you mitigate some of the damage. Both of you are going to take a little bit because, I mean, it's still going to knock Eileen down. It's still going to hurt for Saoirse when they hit the ground. So you both take 2 points of damage. As he then turns to Etta, so you should probably run, little girl. And is actually going to attempt to intimidate you as well. Give me a... Oh, hold on. Let me see if he succeeds first. That would not be a success, and I'm not going to spend the luck on this particular one. So you're good.
Okay. Etta will reach into her purse, not pull it out, but just reach into her purse and hold the gun and be like, I don't think I need to run right now.
What would Eileen like to do?
Eileen will help Saoirse to their feet as Eileen herself scrambles to get up and kind of keeps herself between this guy and Saoirse.
Okay, is there anything specific Saoirse would like to do? Well, they get to their feet.
Pull out their rod. Not extend it yet. Why are you attacking us?
And then Barnabas?
Going to grab a couple rocks to throw at this guy if he tries to come at him.
Okay, so you just like grab a brick off the road. You're like, all right, cool, let's go. About this time, you hear hard souls coming down the street from behind you. And it kind of calls out and is like, that's quite enough, Trevor. Let him go. It's fine. Would you like to turn?
Barnabas will?
Saoirse won't.
Okay.
Eileen's gonna keep herself between this Trevor and Saoirse.
And how about Etta?
Etta's just gonna stay with everybody else, just kind of not moving, just yeah.
Okay. So said Barnabas turned around, right?
Yes.
Okay, I want to make sure that I got that. Barnabas, you turn around to an older, taller, slender gentleman with salt and pepper hair. He's got a brown suit on. He's got brown shoes. He's like, "Thank you for delivering my last two subjects. They seem to have similar terminal conditions that I've been looking for. I would request that all of you go home kindly and don't bother me anymore." And specifically talking to Barnabas.
What do you mean by two subjects?
Oh, you're Captain Nichols and his wife. She seems to have a bit of gastroenterological issues, and well, Captain seems to have a terminal case of sticks his nose in where it doesn't belong.
To me, they seemed pretty healthy. So I don't see any reason for you to hold on to them.
Well, unfortunately, you're not the medical professional, and poor Eileen here is simply just a nurse.
Want me to remedy that?
It'll take more than a couple seconds and a couple swings of a flashlight to remedy that. Now, I'm going to leave. You're not going to follow me, and Trevor is going to leave you alone. Understand?
Is Trevor okay with leaving?
He just kind of grunts and is like, "Well, he's the boss. He pays my bills."
Saoirse will back up a little bit.
Same with Barnabas.
And Trevor goes to physically move Etta out of the way as he goes walking over toward Dr. Browning.
And it's very easy to push over. Probably weighs 80 pounds.
And the doctor's like, "Now, all of you have a good evening. Like I said, don't. I don't want issues."
A little late for that.
What's your plans for us if you don't?
I'm sorry?
What's your plans for us if you don't?
If you
Back off.
If you join the festivities, it might not be the best for you and your it's proper term, your personal health.
Festivities.
Yes. Unless if you're invited, it's not best for you to show up for this particular one. I believe you saw the contents of my briefcase, yes? You remember the rather long essay that I had?
Essay.
Sure.
Yes.
Quite sure I don't remember an essay. We're reading an essay anywhere.
No.
I think he's trying to politely call his ritual an essay.
Yes, that.
And I think he very unpolitely just exposed it.
I never said I was polite.
And who?
Exposed us, I mean.
I had questions because let's see here. You showed up at the church yesterday. The captain's wife showed up with the captain, made a big scene. Then she showed up at my practice this morning. Seemed to be an odd lining up of events.
Perhaps they were just looking for a new church, and I told them about it.
So, again, I'm going to kindly ask all of you, leave me be, and none of you will be harmed. You're not the demographic that I'm looking to.
Unless you're going to harm the captain and his wife.
Well, he's part of the demographic, and she's a sympathizer. So,
What would that make us then? Probably also sympathize.
oh no, you're just getting paid by the government. At least
So
that's
that's
what
excusable.
I'm well, I'm using that as the excuse. Go home, feed your animals, your children, your fish, your dogs, your cats, your whatever you have. Or go all the way back home, in your particular case, if that's an option for you. And leave me alone. We won't have issues. I'm leaving. Have a good night. And he turns on his heel and starts walking away.
Etta, give me your gun.
There you go.
About this, Eileen.
Yes, think about it. Please. Gunning down a predominant doctor in the city in the middle of the streets for no apparent reason.
Eileen.
And he just continues to walk away.
Let's him walk now. We can continue. We don't know where the captain is. We don't know where his wife is. We need to check their house and see if either of them are there. If they're not, we need to find them.
Right.
We cannot do
Fine.
that if we are thrown in jail for murder. Or attempted murder.
Right.
Did the doctor walk off in the direction that we last saw the captain in?
No. He walked off in the direction that you were actually walking in.
Okay. Saoirse would head back rather quickly and see if there's... I mean, he's gone, we know that, but they are going to try to see if it's fine.
Okay. Give me a track, please. And watch you get a success of extreme value. If anybody else would like to attempt to help, you can.
I rolled an 18, though. I can get a success.
Okay, so
I rolled an 11 and needed 10.
okay. So you, Saoirse, specifically, manages to track them for a short while. But once it gets to hard streets, like 100% hard streets, it kind of goes away real fast.
Is it in the direction where Saoirse was pointed by the dockmaster?
No, it is not.
I don't know where they are, but we need to check on his wife.
Yeah, let's go.
Make a note of where Saoirse lost the tracks at the captain's house.
Okay. So to the captain's house. It's dark. It's quiet. Looks to have a slight sign of a struggle. The dinner dishes, a couple of them are on the floor, shattered at this point. What the dirty dishes are still dirty. They're in the sink, quote unquote, soaking. But there does not seem to be any sort of sign of anybody in there.
Anybody leave a note?
Nope. No notes.
Can we... Sorry, Faye, go ahead.
Is the note that the captain left?
Yes. The note that the captain left is there.
Saoirse will take it, but not open it yet.
Okay.
What should we do?
Are there any signs of where the wife would have been taken to?
No more than... Yeah.
We should have... Sorry, go ahead.
Because even trying to track the tracks, they would hit a hard road to make you lose it.
How late is it?
It's pretty late at this point. 10:30, 11 o'clock.
Are there lights on at the neighbors?
No, they're pretty much all out. There is one house with lights on,
How far
but
away?
it seems to it's about half a block down.
Too far to see or hear anything. I'm not sure what we do now. Go home, sleep, wait for the morning. I doubt the base is open now.
Probably not.
Oh, we could
but
go check
Isn't
with
there-
his base.
Wouldn't they usually at least have someone on guard at night?
He did tell us that we should go check on. We should go talk to the guard if we need to get hold of him. But at least they could, let his higher ups know.
Reporting it to someone at the base might be able to get us some help.
Agreed. To the base, unless you do have other suggestions.
fine, we can go to the base now.
Okay, to the base. You get there, you talk to guard shack, and you report him missing.
Yeah, give them the rundown of what happened.
Okay. They take your statement. They're like, okay, thank you. If we need anything more, we will get a hold of all of you. For now, let us handle the immediate investigation. Make sure that didn't just run away. It's not like him to just run away though. So we believe you, but we have to just confirm.
All right.
In the meantime, if you want to continue your investigation, by all means, go ahead and do so. I understand that you're part of the special projects division.
Correct.
So, by all means, keep doing what you're doing. But as far as anything official, it's on us.
All right. Will you let us know if you find him? Or if something happens?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. Who does anybody do anything special after that? Pretty much go back to your homes. Got to get some sleep for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Eileen would probably grab her husband's rosary again and keep it close to her.
Okay. I am gonna roll one more of these.
Definitely keep an eye out on the way back to the house, by the way.
Yep. Etta, you and Saoirse get back, and about 2 a.m, there's a rapping on your door.
Etta rubs her eyes from the chair she probably fell asleep in while reading. Hello, world. So dark. And she'll stumble to the door and look out the little people.
You look at the people, and it doesn't seem like anybody's there. You don't see anybody, at least.
Is it safe to assume that the door has one of the chain locks?
Probably.
Okay. Open up the door, but leave the chain lock on.
You
Hello?
You crack the door open, you say hello. I need to come inside. And the voice seems extremely familiar. It seems like Flower Guy.
Mr. Shopkeeper? What? Rubbing her eyes again and closes the door, undoes the lock, and opens it up. Hey, how'd you know where I live?
I got friends all over the city. Now.
I'm gonna need coffee. Go to the kitchen.
Oh no, it's fine. Bring your friends to my shop in the morning. Heard your captain is in trouble?
Yeah. On his way to be a sacrifice for the Baron, I believe.
Yeah, we can't let that happen. See you in the morning. And
Okay.
you can see him kind of storm off the porch. He looks a bit odd though. Whereas normally he was wearing normal attire. Now it's not necessarily formal attire, but it's far nicer. Like he's got a jacket on, he's got a little like bowler hat, he's got actual pants, like slacks on. He still doesn't have any shoes on. He's still walking around barefoot. But yeah.
Is anything he's wearing? Oh my gosh, if I could speak English, I'm so sorry. Is anything that he is wearing of significant for any religion or, other practices?
Give me an occult roll, please.
Ooh, that's damn good. That's a 26, which is a hard success for Etta.
Okay. Normally, most people would just pass it off as, oh, the guy's weird, he's just wearing a special necklace. For Etta, she's seen quite a few occult items. He is currently wearing a fetish around his neck.
Okay.
Looks
Etta's gonna go... Sorry.
Looks like some chicken bones, maybe random animal bones, and some like hand-carved pieces of wood and shapes of things. You're not exactly sure what, but...
Okay. Etta's gonna go put on that pot of coffee and check any of her books for anything that would help me gather more information for that fetish.
Okay. Then you do that alone until Saoirse wakes up?
Yeah, I'm not gonna wake up Saoirse. We haven't been sleeping well, too, so Etta will let Saoirse sleep.
Okay. Give me a library use with a bonus die, please.
Okay, that is a fail.
Okay, how badly did you fail?
I got a 38, and Etta's library use is a 23. So
Would
funny.
you like to spend the luck?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Now give me an occult roll just for fun. Give me another one. To try to make heads and tails of exactly what you find.
Okay. Occult. Oh, hot damn, that is an extreme success.
Okay. So the library use would get you a good enough understanding of some of the traditional, local, stereotypical for New Orleans cultures and practices. Use these things. I will let everybody else use their imagination of exactly what that might be. And as you're looking through, you stop on one particular page, and there's the story that you read before after somebody said something about a baron. The baron's counterpart. The baron's not necessarily the best person in the world. However, the counterpart's way better. A lot more caring and typically does a lot more healing. Is on there, and it looks like he's got a similar fetish as to the one that your friend was wearing. And
Interesting.
with that, Saoirse wakes up. Eileen wakes up. Barnabas wakes up. However, our sun will set on this particular session.
Have a good night, everyone.
Yes.
Sweet dreams.
Good night.
Thank you for joining us in this tale of terror and mystery. If you have any questions for our keeper or investigators, please leave them in a comment below or in any of our social media platforms, which will also be linked below. The world is a crazy place, so stay safe, and we hope to see you again.